EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium.
off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, six range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. They gon' throw a flag when I pass, come through slush. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, the flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Now Wilson being chased out left and incomplete to open things up.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Dropped by Trayvon Diggs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Let's go, defense. 56 in the month, boy. 56. Check 56.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
15-yard line. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll have the first down It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Seahawks nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. We'll kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That one thrown here, secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is caught at the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Here's the throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. Going down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
David Moore. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. No hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second. I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's more on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run it with and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's a quick throw outside to Dorsett. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. From the shotgun, Wilson. Some bad Super Bowl memories certainly surfacing for the Seahawks. Another pick thrown from the 1-yard line.
If we weren't both here together, there's no way you could convince me that they did that, that this was going to happen again. Same spot and another interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get this one out to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
No gain on
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
45-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it'll be third down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Elliott, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
By K.J. Wright. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Golly!
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Their own 3-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Awuzie. Wilson pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At the 17-yard
So
line.
3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 34-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll run it with Elliott.
Ah, good shit. That nigga didn't block.
Interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. With a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score.
All that nigga got over there is that play.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think
That's all he got over there. That's all you got, John, is that one play. You better do something else, baby. We gonna get that one play up. You gotta do something else, man. That one play ain't gonna work, bro. Good shit, though. We about to adjust to that shit real quick. You would not beat me with that one play. But we about to eat, though. We about to eat. We about to eat. We about to eat. Yeah, yeah. Let's run the other way. Let's see.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And not much to speak of.
Look at that right here, that right. I'm going everywhere.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Gallup. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Elliott. And some Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 49 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in.
Fuck!
He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Shit, couldn't get out of there. That little dip step? I hate that shit. Fucking dip step? Fuck is that shit?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now here's another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. They just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks at this point. You got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll run on first down. Elliott down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 21.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another.
Cooking now, Johnny. I'm cooking, baby.
At the line, different story here, over 20 yards. Now Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Prescott from the gun. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one. Contained to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Wilson. He finds Morissette. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson, and able to find Dorsett. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson gets rid of it quickly.
There you go. There you go. All right.
He crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A quick throw complete into the flat left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Oh, my God.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
It's going to get close.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Here's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end Blake Jarwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The this is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boys, 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Power running by Z. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks are on the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Running with Elliott. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Tonight's final score, Cowboys.
So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gault. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Week that I just couldn't foresee, and that's golf sometimes. And at the end of the day, it's okay. I'm just gonna.
It's really a great feeling to have clean air.
The air quality in our house, it was.
Force you to evacuate your neighborhood or potentially be confined to your home or other structure for some time until help can arrive.
Great, other than my head, and so I just got to figure that out, and I'll be good from there.
This course can do that to you, but Tiger told me earlier in the week he hasn't seen anyone get as much attention before a tournament really since him until you. He said that he's talked to you about
You know what? Drop my sunglasses.
Okay.
Oh, keys, wallet, and electronics in the tray for me?
It's me, Baker.
Sorry, Parker. Just doing my job. Keys, wallet, in the tray for me, please.
Ooh, I think I left the curling iron plugged in.
You step over here for a second, please.
During this season of gratitude, we honor America's heroes. From the front lines to the front door, we celebrate America all November on Fox Nation. Subscribe and we'll make a donation to answer the call. Plus, Patriot Plan subscribers will receive Pete's new book.
911, what's your emergency?
It's Fox Mondays to the rescue. With all new seasons of 911 and 911 Lone Star.
I think we're going to have some fun together. You bet we are.
911 and 911 Lone Star. Back-to-back Mondays this January on Fox.
Today's Fox Super 6 is still open. Play for free to win Terry's money.
How much? $1 million. My money?
Today's game is sponsored by Jeep. There's only one.
Tyre Whitehead was the injured Carolina Panther middle linebacker, former Raider, and he came off under his own power, but holding his side, and so he's out. Jermaine Carter, number 56, checks in for him. And a second down and 9 for Tampa Bay, their second offensive play. Three-man rush. Brady has all day. Pumps, looks, and has Jones out of the backfield. He's going to come up, and now the ball came loose. And who's going to pick it up? Jones fumbled. Panthers signal they have it. Trying to uncover a very big pile.
I think he gets punched out right there. Look, that's a great job by Shaq Thompson. That ball is out early. It's a fumble, definitely a fumble. He was not down by contact. Excellent job by Shaq Thompson with the punch.
And the Panthers do recover. So Thompson with the play. So think about this, Darryl. Their first meeting week 2 is the Panthers have turned it over 4 times and turned it over early.
So you were all weekend how you played against New Orleans, and you come out and you start this game with a turnover in your opening drive. That was the nemesis last week against the Saints, and we were just getting into that story. They fell behind big. They were taken out of their game plan, taken out of their style by turnovers and execution by the Saints.
No Christian McCaffrey today, injured his shoulder late in that game with Kansas City. So Mike Davis is the running back. They will throw it completion to Curtis Samuel on the far side of the field. As Samuel
But on the other side,
gets
there's a healthier running back. That's Miles Sanders returning to the lineup after this bye. This is a big deal. Why? Because even though Carson Wentz has cleaned it up in many games, he has been kind of a turnover machine this year. So when you have
Little bit. I mean, not a 100-yard rusher, but over 100 yards rushing during the course of the game against the Giants and then against the Saints. Taysom Hill played a big role in that.
Here's Bridgewater, and it's Samuel on the back of the fall down. He's going to lose yardage on the play.
Yeah, and he's just a little bit off right now with his location. Teddy Bridgewater has not delivered good footballs, allowing his guys the ability to catch it clean and continue downfield.
And we haven't seen it because he's second in the NFL in completion percentage on the year. He's been so accurate, but so far today, just a little off kilter. Even though he's 5 for 5, throws is not on the mark. This will be a 3rd and 8. Big play for this Bucs defense early. Four-man rush. Bridgewater has time. Allen runs away from some pressure. Still looking, rolling, thinks about running, and is not going to get there. He's inside the 30. He's going to come up about 2.5 yards short. Jason Pierre-Paul was there on the tackle. They went for the big
Yeah, they were playing a lot of football last week, and you know, as big as this opportunity is, I like the decision right now by Matt Rule. The offense is still on the field. He had an opportunity with a turnover to send a message early in the game. You got 4 down, let's take it. Let's take a shot.
They were 3 for 3 last week on 4th down. They all led to touchdown. 4th and 3 here. Bridgewater fires, and he's got first down. Right on target that time to Robbie Anderson, and another fourth down conversion for Carolina.
Really nice play that you're anticipating the zone coverage, and Robbie Anderson does a really good job. Gets into that soft zone, kind of with a one defender. They try to peel back. Carlton Davis, number 24, played that one with a little bit more depth because of his responsibility. He found that open window.
So the out formation, here's Mike Davis, who has his first carry. Davis rumbling his way down to the 11. And even though there's no McCaffrey, make no mistake, in the time that McCaffrey missed earlier with an ankle, Mike Davis was great.
That's one of the things that offensive coordinator Joe Brady says he has to do a better job of now with Christian back out of the lineup, is trusting Michael Davis to be able to go in there and do the same job that Christian did. Now, Christian's a unique athlete playing that running back position, but Mike Davis has done very well in his place.
Should have a first down for Carolina. It should be a first and goal. And without McCaffrey, not only Davis, but Samuel will get some of those rushes too.
Yeah, one of the challenges that defenses face in today's NFL, we mentioned Taysom Hill and how big a part he was against Tampa Bay last Sunday night in the run game. So you've got jet sweeps, you've got specialty packages. Today it'll be Curtis Samuel, that wide receiver position. But he's going to come in the backfield, and Joe Brady's going to have some plays designed specifically for him to take advantage of the fact that Christian McCaffrey is not in that lineup.
So here are the Panthers with the Buccaneers turnover, converting on the fourth down. This will be a first and goal. Fake to Davis, Bridgewater looking for the end zone. He is caught for the touchdown. The first NFL touch for Colin Thompson is a score.
Wide open. Really nice job by Colin Thompson on the sell and the swim right there. He's wide open. Antoine Winfield is breaking from the inside out. And again, Teddy Bridgewater, I mean, he has him open. That's an easy throw. Get it out ahead of him. Let him run it down. Keep that defender away from the football. So I think when Teddy Bridgewater gets to the side, you know, he's going to have a conversation with Joe Brady. And, hey, I'm out of sync a little bit here. We got to get back into a good rhythm.
And now the extra point from Sly is up and good. So how about Colin Thompson? First time he's ever touched the ball in the NFL. This drive all started with a fumble, the punch out by Shaq Thompson. They went for a fourth down, and Thompson. Jones on the keep. And Daniel Jones on his next choice. Jones into the end zone for the touchdown. 34 yards for Daniel Jones, and the Giants strike first. On a same tank play, this is a zone read. Daniel Jones is going to read the defensive end. He sees the defensive end collapse. That's his tell to run the football. Keep it and go. Now, when he ran that 80-yarder in the first one, he was at 22 miles per hour. Right now, he's probably running about 19 miles per hour.
When you order a 2 for $5, you might get a side of PS5.
You're Spider-Man.
2 for $5, this is
And if your production isn't any different, there's no problem doing that. Judge said we expect production all the time as Ballmer brings tackles into Eagles territory and Ballmer down to the Philadelphia. Watch it.
sports for 13 years. One of my favorite quotes is from Peyton Manning. Life is not shrinking, it's morphing into a whole new world of possibilities.
Jessica,
Oh my goodness.
we appreciate all of your sacrifice and service.
Seth Rollins faces his brother to Sunday Murphy. While Roman Reigns and the Superstars of SmackDown prepare for Survivor Series. It's an all-new Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Burger King. Mix and match your favorites for just $5.
Well, this all started with Ronald Jones, who fumbled the football. Shaq Thompson with a nice little peanut punch to punch it out of there. Carolina recovers. They go for it on 4th down like they did all last week. They convert, and then the touchdown to Colin Thompson. First career catch, first time he's touched a ball in the National Football League. He was on the Bears practice squad again, Tampa Bay with the XFL, and now he's on the scoreboard. So is Carolina with an early lead. Well, there's still time to play the $1 million Fox Super 6 NFL contest. It's super easy and free to play. So download the Fox Super 6 app, correctly pick the outcomes of 6 of today's games, and you could become a millionaire. 7-0 Panthers. And here are the Buccaneers. You talked about them being angry. Remember the week before against the Giants? They weren't exactly crisp. They escaped with a win. Now what?
Yeah, and Ronald Jones had a critical turnover early in that game as well. So how do they bounce back? That's the big thing. This is a resilient sport, a response-driven sport. And one thing you can't do is here we go again.
Here's Brady. Has some time, throws. It's Godwin. He's got the catch out across the 45 and a strike from Tom Brady to the 48 and a first down. First game break of the day. Let's say hi to Carissa Thompson.
Hello, Kevin. Let's check in on the NFC East. Daniel Jones. Well, we all remember when he fell. He didn't fall here. Took this one 34 yards. Got his squad up early. 7-0. Kevin?
All right, Carissa. Jones, he can do that as long as he doesn't turn it over. That's been his whole bugaboo. I mean, if it's a game without turning it over, they win.
You're talking about a team that might need to rush it 5 times, or throw it 5 times a game.
The opposite, right? Here's Brady on the fake now. A lot of time. Got an area for Antonio Brown, and he overshot him. He had Brown wide open, but he could not connect. He beat Dante Jackson by a couple yards.
Yeah, maybe a little mix-up in coverage on that play. Safety coming down to take Mike Evans. Watch this drop in here to take Mike Evans on the cross. Sam Franklin, you just vacated that area. I don't think Dante Jackson knew that he didn't have any help in the middle of the field because he played that with pretty heavy outside leverage. So Tom Brady misses an opportunity right there with Antonio Brown. To be expected as these guys start to grow together and understand what they're going to do at the top of the ranks.
Second down, Jones will get it again. Center step left side, and a good movement, strong run by Jones. Inside the 45, he's got 8 yards on the carries. We take a look at this Carolina defense, and, you know, they've done some good things. They're young in a lot of spots. The big bugaboo for them is third down. They've been terrible there.
They really have it, and that kind of impacts everything else that they're doing. Defensive coordinator Phil Snow says, you know, we've got to get third down figured out because it's really hurting us in every other aspect of the game where we're playing okay.
They're 31st in the league in that department. This will be a 3rd and 2. Brady, 4-man rush, got to float one down the far sideline. It was caught by Evans. What a pretty throw by Tom Brady over the top of Rasul Douglas, and Evans hauls it in for a gain of 19.
Yeah, just a nice play design right here. Watch the job on the outside by Cameron Brate. He allows the throw over the top as he makes Rasul Douglas run the bubble to get back underneath.
Here's Jones on first down. They're going to make amends, and not much there. As the Panthers played it well. So we talked about that run game for Tampa Bay. I asked Bruce Arians the other day, does it matter? You know, sometimes you see a team like the Chiefs, they can throw it 100 times and win. And he told us it absolutely matters.
Oh, without a doubt. And one of the things he said is about their identity. What do you want to be as an offense? We want to be versatile. We want to be able to run it or throw it. You know, we all talk about all those weapons on the outside, but they've got a good offensive line. They've got a good trio of running backs that they can hand the ball to. So they just got out of balance last week. In my opinion, I thought they panicked a little. I thought they could have stayed with the run longer.
And Arians did say it was on me as Brady looked too hot for Jones on the cross. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 7.
This is
one of the big focal points for Tampa Bay. We talked about Carolina's third down defense, but you look at what Tampa Bay's doing offensively. They get into that 3rd and 7+ area. They've really struggled with that, and that's one of the areas that Bruce Arians wanted to see his guys take a step. Is, we've got to be better in that 3rd and kind of 6 to 9.
You're spot on, partner. They're 30th in the league in 3rd and long. 3rd down and 7 here. Got to get to the 15. 4-man rush pressure. Brady will lose it coming near side. Oh, what an adjustment by Godwin. Had to turn around against Elder and hauled it in. It's a 1st down for the Buccaneers.
Well, good job stepping up and getting away from Brian Burns. Watch, he's going to come right here. He actually gets a little bit of contact on Tom. Doesn't impact him at all. And how does he find the receiver on this one? He threads it through 2 Carolina defenders, right past Rasul Douglas and Elder.
When he let that go, I was like, that's not going to be complete. And somehow found it in there. Godwin. Buccaneers, good to see him back. He's had a multitude of injuries this year. Finger injury too, played last week and now seemingly full strength. On 1st and goal, it's Jones who gets it, looking for a hole up the middle, and there's just nothing there. Etor Gross-Matos, the rookie from Penn State, was in on the tackle. As the Panthers play without Stephen Weatherly, their starter today, they actually had to put him on injured reserve with a finger injury, so they're a little hurt on that side.
And that's been one of the big challenges for Carolina on the defensive side this year. You mentioned, they go out and they draft 7 guys, all on the defensive side of the ball. Never happened before in the history of the NFL. And they've been pressed into service, and they've been playing well. It was the secondary for a while earlier in the season. Now it's a little bit up there in the defensive line.
Leonard Fournette in the game for the first time for the Buccaneers. At 100 yards in week 2 against Carolina. This time we'll catch it out of the backfield to Jeremy Chin. Good short tackle as Fournette is taken down around the 5. Chin was out last week. They missed him. He's had a really good rookie year.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch him play today. And we talked to Matt Rule about, hey, what are you going to do? The Buccaneers got a pretty good set of tight ends that they can roll out. And after what Travis Kelce did last week, is there some concern there? And he said, no, I feel really good. We're going to have Justin Burris back. We're going to have Jeremy Chin back. They weren't in the lineup. I really feel good about our matchups with the tight ends, with those 2 guys back in the lineup.
And then lying Rob Gronkowski up in the bunch on the right side of the screen. Big ol' 87. Brady looking the other way, though. Fire. It is caught for the touchdown. They'll go to the other tight end, Cameron Brate. And the Buccaneers are on the board.
This is just really nice play design by Bruce Arians and Byron Leftwich here. And again, it's these pre-snap alignments that you've got to recognize. It was a tight pair to this side. Cameron Brate takes Jeremy Chin down inside, and then as he breaks to go back out to make coverage, you're running into your own guys because it's just so cluttered. So you got to be, when you see tight formations in close to the goal line, you got to have your radar has to go up and understand there's going to be some type of rub or bump on that route release.
I know you like Brady. He wasn't getting as many reps when O.J. Howard was healthy earlier in the year. But that's his 29th career touchdown. He usually produces down there. And he did this time. Extra point is good. So a couple tight ends coming through today. It was Thompson for Carolina, and then for the Buccaneers, his beauty of a throw to Mike Evans on 3rd down. And then Cameron Brate sending it home. 7-7 game here in the first.
Gingerbread builds tradition. A string of lights sparks family ties. A last-minute gift makes a lasting impression. A tray carries your heritage. And an empty means a new beginning.
5G just got real. iPhone 12 Pro Max and iPhone 12 Mini are here on Verizon 5G with the coverage of 5G nationwide and in more cities, the performance of 5G ultra wideband. Buy iPhone 12 Pro Max and get another on us, only on Verizon.
As a talking bucket of KFC, dinner time is my time to shine. Grab some piping hot chicken, young man. Much better than microwave hot dogs, right there? Eat up. I'm doing the cooking tonight. So pick up a KFC $20 fill-up today.
The fight for race
Racial equality is complex. Consider access to education and mentorship. The act of each one teaching one is critical. With 135,000 kids and big brothers, big sisters, these NFL brothers decided to teach more than one.
If we can see it,
We can be it.
It takes all of us to end racism and hate. Keep moving the sticks.
Welcome to the Masked Dancer.
I told you I had a feeling about this one.
Make no mistake, you can dance. You have some swag.
Who is that?
Who are you?
Guessing just got harder. The Masked Dancer premieres December 27th on Fox. Justin Fields and the third-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes battle number 10 Indiana. This all part of Big News Saturday on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Today's game is sponsored by Verizon. iPhone 12 Pro with 5G meets Verizon 5G Ultra Wideband.
Well, after the Panthers got on the board first, Buccaneers respond in a big way. You see the drive, 10 plays, 75 yards, and 3 of 3 on third down. We told you the Panthers have really struggled on third down. Buccaneers converting a third and long there, which has been their bugaboo. So we're all tied at 7 here from Charlotte. Good to have you aboard. NFC South matchup. When you talk about the tight end matchup, let's go back to the touchdown.
Yeah, and I kind of give credit to the play design. I got to give credit to Tom Brady's throw. That's Jeremy Chin, 21, in coverage. Watch how well he plays this. He's able to kind of recognize, he gets in position. Now he's trailing Cameron Brate. Look at that throw by Tom Brady. I mean, that is defended well by Jeremy Chin. You're going to see it even better here as we wrap this thing around. So that was 3 really good throws by Tom Brady on that drive. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, I don't know how he got it past the 2 defenders. And then that one for the touchdown is perfectly placed.
So Brady 6 of 8, 70 yards and the touchdown. 7 all. Here come the Panthers. And Bridgewater tries to get it out of the flat to Samuel, who gets a good block, and Samuel surging forward. He is gaining momentum week by week. Even though they've got 3 good receivers, he's kind of turning into their go-to guy.
Kind of creating a niche in this offense that's going to make it really hard on the defense, because one of the things you love to be able to do is when you look at a personnel group on the defensive side of the ball, you start to think, what the formation packages could be out of that personnel group, what plays could be coming at us. And I think that Curtis Samuel really kind of throws a monkey wrench into that, because he could be out wide, he can be in the slot, he can be in the backfield.
There's Davis, gets the carry. Good cut from Davis. Now trying to get all the way to the outside. Breaks the tackle and does it. A first down. Mike Davis. What happening on that run? And he picks up the first.
And it all started with Brandon Zylstrap to come across. Number 16, look. Hey, you want me to come across and block the outside linebacker? Not like the corner or the safety, but the outside linebacker? Nice job by Brandon Zylstrap.
By the way, the audience that's watching us expecting to see the Texans and Browns. We're told now that weather delay should have you back 1:35. So in a couple more minutes, that game will get going. And you go watch that one. Blitz coming. Davis picks it up. Bridgewater picks up a rainbow. And it's time for more. That thing brought down rain. Bridgewater with the big loft to DJ Moore. He got by Carlton Davis and Moore picks up 38.
It was one of the things that we found out last week getting ready for the Kansas City game when Matt Rule told us, I had to tell our guys, listen, we're a pretty explosive offense as well. I know everybody looks at Kansas City, and we've got a Tampa player down. There's the hit on Teddy Bridgewater by Jason Pierre-Paul at the end of that, and I think Carlton Davis III is still down on the sideline.
Yeah, that is him who's down now. He left practice Thursday with a knee injury. I don't know if that's related at all. Obviously, he's playing today, and we hope he's okay. Injury timeout from Charlotte. 7-7 game.
Labradoodles, cronuts, sports.
It's a skirt and shorts.
The world loves a hybrid. So do businesses. So today, they're going hybrid with IBM. A hybrid cloud approach lets them use Watson AI to modernize without rebuilding and bring all their partners and customers together in one place. That's why businesses from retail to banking are going with a smarter hybrid cloud using the tools, platform, and expertise of IBM.
Today,
taste in this game. We hired the hotel now, so you can save a lot. And if you book within 2 days of your trip, you can save a lot. H-O-T-W-I-R-E. 100%.
The flavor, the way they cook it, the way they season it, the way that it's made. Diesel burger.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I may have told her Sherberry to give her the Rogers rate for her insurance.
Well, that's just fine, considering the Rogers rate isn't real.
Yeah, but I'm sure you gotta probably pull some strings or something.
But there are strings. Here's the deal. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Hey, Warren, get the Rogers rate.
Oh, did you guys want some? You want the real deal? Like a good neighbor? State Farm is there.
All right, so this is going to make no sense. Teddy Bridgewater's 9 of 9. It's the best start of his career, but he's just a little bit off.
Just a little bit off. And how do you say anything? Hey, Teddy, you know, we got a shot right here for 6. You know, let's get that ball out there. Let's let DJ run it down track, and we've got a touchdown. Coach, 9 for 9. Just hit a 38-yarder. We're good. All right.
Well, the good news is a game is going to break out today between the Browns and the Texans, and we will have a delay. We had it for 30 minutes. The players came out at 1:20 Eastern time and warmed up a bit. And we're going to have the coin toss coming up shortly. And all of a sudden, I mean, Matt and I started talking, and then this happened, a squall and a thunderstorm, and that sent the players in. Baker Mayfield was enjoying it for a while, and then he had to go in. Matt, I know you've been involved in weather games in your great career.
Yeah, and so the thing about this, so you can't worry about what the weather was. You can't worry about what the weather's going to be. You have to worry about what is right now. And so right now, heck, it's great, perfect playing conditions. It's a little wet, but you adapt to that, and you have to focus. That's what this is about. And see which team has a great mental focus at their task at hand.
Well, right now, I think the rain has abated, and
not only that, it stopped.
Yeah, and we do have some wind going as well, and so we're going to get going, and the Browns are going to get the ball first. Houston won the toss, and they deferred.
So, Dick, I mean, in big picture stuff, so there was a lot of water that fell from the sky and soaked this field. So you're going to have a wet field. That's the first piece. So the second piece, you look at it and say, okay, normally that lends itself to a good running team. And in today's game, who's got a better running game? And, you know, for the Browns, you get Nick Chubb back. And then you also get Teller, their offensive guard, and you have a complete unit for the first time since they were leading the league in rushing. And so I think that piece you look at and think that can help the Browns.
No question about it. And the guy we haven't talked about is Austin Hooper, the tight end.
Absolutely.
It's back after missing 3. And when you look at a running game that's effective, this is ideal conditions for that.
Absolutely, and playing the middle of the field with Hooper. Now, conversely, on the other side, what you have is Deshaun Watson. And Deshaun Watson, you say that's all you have to say right now. At this point in his career, he's playing as well as anybody is in the league. He can throw on the run. He can beat you with his feet. He can run the football. He sees the field exceptionally well, and he's accurate. And so right now, the combination of what Deshaun Watson is bringing to this field levels the playing field.
All right, so J.D. Fairbairn will be kicking off to Donovan Peoples-Jones. And this one finally is underway, and the Browns on the touchback will start from the 25. So Baker Mayfield, kind of a Jekyll Hyde quarterback this year. He's had his great games, like the 5 TD effort against Cincinnati, and he's struggled as well.
Well, he struggled a little bit, but what they had was a bye week, which is invaluable for Baker Mayfield because you have an opportunity to stop and say, okay, a little bit of a reset. What the heck? What worked well for them? And they were to practice all that in the bye week.
Self-scouting was valuable for them, no question. First play from scrimmage, and it's Nick Chubb to no surprise. Picks up 2 yards.
Cleveland Browns, and you talked about Wyatt Teller, the right guard, getting back in action for this team.
Yeah, he brings an attitude to that group. But you're going to see that rookie, Jedrick Willis. That's the guy I'm going to keep my eyes on because he's played very well. You know, he was a right tackle in college, and they moved him over to the left side. And of course, right now you're going to see J.C. Watt's going to line up right across from J.J. Watt.
They got Biden somewhere. And again they go to Chubb. And Chubb is going to get the first down. Good hard running out to the 36-yard line. Roby comes up from the secondary to make the tackle. Gain of 9.
One of the things you're going to notice here, look at this defense, and you see J.J. Watt on that side. What he did was he got up the field. And that's one of the problems he's been having a couple times. In this scheme, you have to...
So they had a fake. And let's check in with Carissa Thompson with an update.
Thank you so much. The Bucks Panthers tied at 7. Teddy Bridgewater connects with DJ Moore. 24 yards for the score. Panthers up 14-7.
All right, Carissa, thank you very much. No gain on that play. A little trickery shown by the Browns early on.
Yeah, they also brought in Procise. They picked him up from Seattle. He's been on the practice squad. He was in as a running back, and he has some versatility in this game also.
And the pass is incomplete, but a flag is down. Roby defending against Higgins downfield, and our first penalty of the game. Ronald Torbert, the referee today.
It was a nice route. He ran a good route. Actually, the ball was overthrown. Illegal contact. Defense, number 21. 5-yard penalty. Roby. You can see him, he's right here. So he bends him to the inside. Now he knows he has the outside. The only other defender he has is that sideline. The ball was a little bit too high, a better throw, and that's a big catch.
Roby was held out of the Jacksonville game last week because of disciplinary reasons, but he's very key in the secondary. So now 1st and 10 at the 33 for the Browns in Houston territory. Here's Kareem Hunt. Slices off the left side, spins his way, and he's breaks away again. Bad tackling by Houston downfield, and as a result, a big gain and a first down for Hunt.
Nick, it's either bad tackling or great running. To watch Kareem Hunt, he never quits. That's the difference. So there's the thing. Look, Cunningham has it wrapped up, tries to go for the strip. And so he said, fine, I'll just keep on going. You don't want to tackle me? Great. Kareem Hunt is a stud. That guy, he can catch the ball exceptionally well. He's a tough runner. He's a compact guy, great vision. Awesome 1-2 punch.
And a quick count there. Mayfield looking to the end zone. Checks down on the left side to Kareem Hunt. And Hunt is tackled at the 10-yard line. Hunt, of course, led the NFL in rushing in 2017. Gets 6 yards there.
That was actually a very good job there by Baker Mayfield. Mayfield did a good job. You know, he slipped a little bit, had good coverage, and went to his outlet right away. And it was decisive. That's one of the things I think he needs to improve on is his decision making, is make a quick decision and get rid of the ball.
2nd down and 4.
Yeah.
180. What's up? And they'll keep it on the ground again to Hunt. And Hunt trying to get first down yardage. And you got to wait a while before you blow the whistle and say he's down, as he's done so far.
He was a little bit too fast. And Wyatt Teller, who they just got back, is the guard, number 77 on the inside. He pulled, came around, and actually he got a little bit too far ahead of the runner. The runner, what he did a nice job of is cutting it back inside, but had he just been a little bit more patient, he could have used Teller's block.
Got 3 yards, needed 4, so it's 3rd down and 1. Chubb is back in there. The ball is loose. Picked up by Mayfield and smartly throws the ball away.
That's a tremendous play. Really good play. They just have to determine if he was outside the box. You have to throw at or beyond the line of scrimmage and outside the tackle box. Tackle box goes straight back, and it looks like yeah, he was outside of it. That's a really smart play.
Now the officials are discussing it, and flag comes down. Late flag. Looked like he was out of the tackle box, man.
Like it. And maybe the ball didn't get to the line of scrimmage. It has to at least make the line of scrimmage or beyond.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 6. Although the quarterback was outside the pocket, the ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage. There was not a receiver in the vicinity.
I just heard that.
Down.
I heard that from you just seconds ago.
Yeah, well, he's been copying off of me. You know. Let's see. Look where the line of scrimmage is. It's at the 7-yard line, 6.5. It did not make it. It's a good call. Remember, at or beyond, and that was behind, and the officials are right. With a heads-up play by Baker Mayfield, he just didn't have enough oomph on it.
So now the Texans end up holding this first drive impressively. And the bad snap certainly helped their cause. And Cody Parkey, who's missed just 1 field goal, coming on. This will be a 41-yard attempt.
Because watching him in the preseason, and his kicks were coming off a little low to this end zone.
And Parkey's kick is good. Cody Parkey, only the 12th field goal attempt he's made this year. But we have the spectacular Deshaun Watson coming up, leading the Texans in their offense when we return.
Yeah.
Give it all you got. Give it all you got.
We've been training for the Shipathon because the obstacles are bigger than ever this holiday. Shopping
2 for $20. It's big night in the neighborhood.
Brush aside the doubters, the naysayers, the noise. Oh, and lint. You're not ready for gray, so brush it away in 5 easy minutes. Just for Men Mustache and Beard. Be the better man you are, and look the part.
It's the threat real. Yes, sir, we believe it. Something big is gonna happen. Something that could shift the balance of the Cold War. This war was a lie. There is no truth. Only who you choose to believe. Rated as for mature. Available now.
PlayStation.
The fight for racial equality is complex. Consider access to education and mentorship. The act of each one teaching one is critical. With 135,000 kids and big brothers, big sisters, these NFL brothers decided to teach more than one.
If we could see it,
We can be it.
It takes all of us to end racism and hate. Keep moving the sticks.
TV's #1 show is all new, The Masked Singer, Wednesday on Fox.
Week 10 continues later today on CBS and Fox. Then tonight on NBC. Tune in tomorrow for Monday Night Football on ESPN. Stream games on mobile with the Yahoo Sports and NFL apps.
3-0, the Browns take the lead on their opening possession. And they used up 6.5 minutes in the process with Parkey's field goal giving them the edge. And so we'll see now how the Texans respond. And the newcomer who you mentioned, C.J. Procise, who is not a newcomer in the league, but coming in from the practice squad, will be back to return the kick. And the kick by Parkey is short. And Procise on the 9. And the blocker taking advantage of it, and Procise with a terrific return gets past the 30-yard line. So Deshaun Watson, and he has been on fire. In fact, in the last 5 weeks, he has thrown 13 touchdowns, only 2 picks, and over 1,500 yards. So as you mentioned at the outset, Matt, having his best year easily.
Yeah, and like I said, he can beat you with his feet, he can beat you with his head, he can beat you with his arms. So right now he's playing as good a football as any quarterback in the league.
Duke Johnson is the running back, and the first play is a pass, and it's caught out to the 41-yard line by Will Fuller, gaining 8 yards. So let's take a look at the Texans offense. They don't run the ball well. Next to last, Sharping has replaced Kelemete at left guard.
And Laramie Tunsil's probably, he's in the top, probably 2 or 3 offensive tackles in the league. It's as good an offensive lineman as you're going to find.
Second down and 2. And here is Duke Johnson, who will be dragged down at the 40-yard line. Myles Garrett could be talking a lot about Myles Garrett today.
Yeah, he's not a bad player. Myles Garrett is one of the premier pass rushers in this league. And forget that, he's also one of the premier players. You saw right there, making a play off the edge. Sets up this third down, Dick.
9 sacks tied with Aaron Donald, coming in, and 4 strip sacks leading the lead. It'll be third down and 3 after the loss of a yard on the last play.
Have to keep your eyes also on the quarterback here, Nick. Everybody spread out.
And the good protection dissolved in a hurry, and a loss back to the 32-yard line, and it's Myles Garrett who makes the sack. Boy, he takes the cues well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and he was looking forward to this against Laramie Tunsil. You're going to see this on the outside. Tunsil straight back, gets his hands on, it wasn't even close. Yeah, Garrett does a great job of using his hands while his hips are working separately. It's amazing. Pass rushing is all about hips. Once you get to that edge and your hips get turned, the game, it's over. He just did that exceptionally well.
Garrett now 10 sacks for the 3rd consecutive year. And after the 5-yard loss, they come on strong on Brian Anger. And picking it up will be Peoples-Jones on the return. And he is stopped at the 23-yard line. Well, we do have another member of our team, besides my partner, Matt Millen. And that's Sarah Walsh. Welcome.
Hello, Dick. You know, a hailstorm to start this game, then it's delayed shaken out for Baker. He wasn't even allowed into the Browns facility until Wednesday because he had come into a contact with a staff member that had tested positive for COVID. So he had to self-isolate for 5 days. And the Browns...
At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than a speeding bullet. Nah. Don't play with me. Say it, so what you gon' do? Stop playing with me. Nah. Don't play with me. Exactly. You was built like that. I heard the flare gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's grit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's grit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, you're free smart, but my butt's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's grit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's grit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. My stomach keep up tight. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real. Lightweight bust off half of. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find. Just say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work that gun. I'm ready to race.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. That one a first down pickup of 8. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, it doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have it looking at 3rd and 10. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain.
Kill me with this shit. Oh!
The offense got them on their heels.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
brings up second.
They'll run with Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 55 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target well. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. 16 yards, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pick.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Steelers 12, Cowboys 6.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Samuels. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. They got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 37.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Off the RPO, he completes it.
Roethlisberger's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Got an open man, it's McLeod. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 20.
Third on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Ezekiel Elliott.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Covered by Steven Nelson.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 41 the mark. 41 the mark.
Prescott from the gun. This to Jarwin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 35 yards away.
Oh, come on. You kidding me?
Just a wee bit wide left. So 2 quarters down, 2
Come on, man.
Charles and I return after the break. All right,
come
Coach,
on.
thank you, and we welcome everyone back for
Do
quarter
that shit.
3.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Prescott now from the 50. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? First down throw for Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, 28 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. That That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. Third down here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Throwing now. Roethlisberger on 1st down. Completion here to Claypool. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Ben to throw again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
13 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got it.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott outright completes it to Jarwin. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
The end of the third quarter.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ezekiel Elliott.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, Prescott. And this one's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. A first down carry by Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's 4th down.
Fourth down, Prescott. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
The game at 19. Greg Zerline to kick off fourth down.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Roethlisberger to throw. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Steeler first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Cowboys 26, Steelers 19.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
There they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Able to hit his target, Claypool. 23 yards the pickup there. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way.
Hey, caught that shit.
The Steelers use the second of
Fuck out of here.
Timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Rolling to his right. And they
this nigga threw a
down to the 9.
fuck out of here. You kidding me?
And final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Like 80.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game, 26-26. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here comes the first throw at OT for Prescott. They find some open. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. Well, how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Sanders, and Sanders diving in for the two-point conversion. And this is a three-point game, just 2.5 minutes into the second half. First time this year, run it in for two.